Oka or Tangawaya. To start for the World 15, she plays out of Auckland and has represented both the Black Ferns and the Samoa in recent years. So the World 15 start off with a little bit of field position. It's Fiaola, the second 5 for the World 15. It's non-Evans, Sartini. At 32 metres out, just to the right-hand side of the post.
Well, you can see right there Anna Richardson, some pain on the ground. It'll be a real loss for this Black Fern side if she goes off. She's their most experienced player on the field and pretty much directs the game plan. So the whole side will be hoping she's not injured.
That would be a tragedy if they were to lose Anna so soon, but both of them look to have taken pretty nasty knock there. Stel Sartini hasn't moved since she went down. There's Sartini takes a short ball, changed the angle a bit there, and there's a real head clash there. Ooh, that looked nasty.
Anna Richards. Clash with Estelle Sartini.
Welcome to New Zealand, she says.
First line out here, Victoria Hayway, Mona Codley have both been dominant in this phase in the Lion Foundation Cup.
This time Hayway for 2, now the drive. 8 metres on the drive, now 10 metres. Good start from the Black Ferns. Their first time in the World 15 half. Now Edwards under some pressure, passes for Richards. They've lost 3 metres on the play, the Black Ferns. They still have the ball. Now Richards. Short ball for Marsh. Still 2 metres into the World 15 half. Richards trying to push the ball along. That's Carson's. Non-Evans on the return. So too slow clearing the ball. The World 15, easy chance for the Black Ferns to steal the ball.
There's Anna Richards playing a little bit of a territory there, putting the ball down into the deep into the World 15 territory. Non-Evans trying to run it back. The space closed pretty quickly on her, and there was no one there to collect the ball after the ruck.
So Leavasar not straight, trying to pick up McIntosh.
Yeah, there's a really strong wind there. It's quite gusty. It's not really favouring one team or the other, but it's going to be a difficult day to throw to the back of the line out.
Yeah, you would have thought they might have tried the easier ones up the front first, but the threat of Hayway and Codlin is one they'll have to overcome.
No, let's just get really steady and tight. Winding up.
So a wonderful attacking opportunity for the Black Ferns. 25 metres out, right-hand side of the post. Now Edwards, Tunu holds in the back, scrum goes down. And the Black Ferns will feed again.
That's a very strong scrum by the World 15. It's not something I guess we're used to seeing, Melody, but this Phaedra Knight has had a bit of work done on with her by Mike Casey, and she's doing a bit of damage there.
Yeah, that's a specialty.
Richards, difficult ball. Dummies on the inside, looking for Richardson on the outside. Edwards, Palmer. Now that's Mona Lisa Codlin. Black Ferns drive forward. Richards waits on the left-hand side. Second man play for Cheryl Waka.
Let it go, White, tackle, let it go.
So 24 metres out, left-hand side of the post. Long ball for Richards. Dummy on the inside. Good strong run from Whangarei. Good position centre field. Marsh, Richards, Hannah Myers thinks about going on the inside, beats her marker, offloads for Richardson, but loses the ball forward. Good play though from the Black Ferns.
Really threatening out wide there. Just the last pass going down, but threatened well. Moving the ball. There it is across the field. Marsh to Richards. Out wide to Myers, who beats her man. Takes it out. Just a little fumble there. Cover defence was coming across, but that pass had a stuck. It would have been interesting.
Yeah, Hannah Myers usually a fullback or a centre, and on the wing today, and she'll be looking for some big hit-ups through the middle.
Paula Chalmers is the halfback for the World 15 from Scotland. And Susie Appleby is her partner at First 5'8" from England. And a very capable player.
Yeah, once again there, we see the World 15 with a very steady scrum, very solid, had a good foundation there.
That's all right, stay your 15, hold your 15. No, both lines close that, we'll throw again. Let's hit the gap for the balls in.
There's a lot of movement in that line out. Victoria Hayway, she's a master of beating the player on the ground, and she's moving around quite a bit there.
Hayway at 2. With a good win now. Richards standing still. Oh, set play with Richardson standing out at centre, coming inside for a short ball. Put down an unforced error. Now Appleby punishes the Black Ferns in the form of 24-metre yardage gain.
There's another ball put down there, perhaps a little bit of nerves early on there, ball that should have been taken. But that kick by, who was it that put that through? Susie Appleby. Lovely kick. If that had been stayed in, it would have been interesting because there's no one back there in cover with 2 World 15 players chasing.
Hold that space for the balls in.
Palmer this time for Codling. That's a good take in the middle of the line out from the lock forward.
Last feet, go.
Now the Black Ferns drive, content to hold the ball and drive forward. That's a good rolling maul. Held up momentarily, so they're forced to regroup and go forward again.
I think Jill Burns might have got in there and splintered that. It's the experience of Jill Burns.
That's all right, no problem. Roll out, tackler.
Jill Florence, the blindside flanker. Now Appleby. Altangavai on the wraparound. Non-Evans in some space. Now tries to offload on the inside for Altangavai, staying alive in support. Lost the ball forward. So they're very inventive as well.
Well, the very first line break for the World 15, and it was Jill Burns initially that got into the middle of that Black Fern maul and stole the ball.
They're going to have to watch Altangavai. She's an impressive player. She breaks holes, she's big, she's quick, she's got a step as well, and as you can see, she's got passing skills.
Closer, I want it closer. Don't take it, let him go.
Yeah, Altangavai was certainly a threat for every team in this year's Lion Foundation Cup, and she'll be trying to do it again to the Black Ferns today.
Richards to the line. Breaks, loses the ball forward. Now Sartini with a one-on-one. It's a little chip and chase. Kingy's got a long chase back and tries to stay in. He's going to get pushed out. That's a good result for the World 15. They'll get the throw at the line out.
It was a great result for them. The turnover once again by the Black Ferns. Anna Richards, she takes it to the line, which really asks questions of the World 15 defence, but unfortunately the ball's lost forward there. Good quick movement by Bronnie McIntosh. Out to Sartini, who puts the ball down into the opposition, 22. Good pressure on for the chase too.
So now Leava Saar with the throw. For Ainsley Salvor, set play as well.
No, free kick. Ball must be thrown 5 metres. Right there.
It's an unfortunate mistake. You can't make those sort of errors. They're basic errors in your opposition 22. You've got to nail those ones. Put points on the board when you get down there.
Yeah, lineouts might be a bit of a struggle. This international 15 side hasn't had much time together yet. So the combinations and calls might be a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah, well, the last of the teams started to arrive in around about Wednesday. And that was from the UK, so jet lag or a little bit of tiredness there might still be an issue. And they've only really had the one day with the whole team together. So the combinations may be a bit tough at times.
So Leava Saar, that's Ainsley Salvar, Samoan international. They're going towards the back. That's a good tag.
Can't leave the line out.
Again, that's those communication and things there. They didn't have the line out called quick enough and players left late.
Roll out, tackler, roll out.
Waka hits the ball forward for the Black Ferns.
Tackle. Going forward at it. Just make an effort.
Interesting. Line out initially.
Halfback.
Thrown to the front.
No, wait. No,
and they lost it via not 5. Then that one thrown to the back. They lost the initiative for players leaving the line out after it formed.
Get it straight. Better.
Yep.
Stay there. Stay off, huh? Stay off.
Good play from
Stay there.
Paula Chalmers on defence. Now Marsh, long ball for Hannah Myers. She kicks a low ball and gives chase. Non Evans gets it on the half volley. She shapes the kick before offloading. Good play from the World 15 on counter attack.
Run it! Yes, forward and then bounce back. Lost forward, then bounce back.
Yeah, just a lack of cohesion there, and when one player went in on the ball from the international 15, probably just a little bit of needing to know each other as players.
Yeah, I think there's just a bit of rustiness there, but as this game wears on, you should see them, these combinations start to come together a little bit better.
Halfback straight.
Matt Peters, the referee, is from Bay of Plenty. And what a week and what a season they're having, their men's team in the NPC.
As you saw at the last scrum, Linda Tunu being picked up by Paula Chalmers, picking the ball up at number 8. This is a problem we do have with the New Zealand players moving from Lion Foundation Cup to international rules. In our local competition, we only ever play domestic safety.
McIntosh off the back. Now Appleby looking for field position on the right-hand side. And Shelford shapes the kick. Big, strong tackle from Old Tangawai. Knocks her to the ground. A major threat for the New Zealand Black Ferns to deal with in the form of Old Tangawai.
The side of the tackle. Side of the tackle.
See Shelford bringing the ball forward here. Shapes to kick. She's a left foot, natural left footer, and Old Tangawai comes in with a big hit. It took her a while to place that ball, actually. Okay, this will put the Black Ferns back into the World 15 territory.
Once you're in, stay. Line your mark.
It's a very efficient line out that the Black Ferns have.
Palmer for Hayway.
Go back,
now the drive.
Last
line out work is very slick. Black Ferns,
go
Palmer's got it
back, Jill.
under control at the back as they continue to drive forward.
Stay there.
It's a 20-metre gain. Now Richards loses the ball behind and now it goes forward.
Offside. You're offside.
Again, those combinations. There's a lot of pressure being put on Anna Richards there by Selena Worsley. She seems to be flying out of the line there. And again, just the pass not quite being right from Marie Edwards meant that Anna Richards got Selena Worsley and the ball at the same time.
And Selena Worsley, of course, is a top-notch open side. She's one of the reasons that Australia have been so competitive with the Black Ferns for so long. And on her inside, Bronnie McIntosh, who's playing number 8, another fantastic defensive player. Big tackles, these two.
There's no doubt about the quality of Selena Worsley. In my time coaching the Black Ferns, I would have to say that she would, in my mind, be the best open side in the world.
Now Lea Vassar. Throw.
It's not straight.
This will become a real problem for the World 15, as I don't think they've taken a line out yet. So they'll be wanting to get this right very soon so they can be competitive in this game.
Yeah, back to basics probably, just straight up at 2 or a close throw would probably be the way to go for a start.
That was the second one, not straight today. It's a big wind down there today, and she's possibly going to look more to the front.
Stand up. Both front rows. Both front rows. Me. Okay. I need you to assist here. It's a hit and hold. All right, so let's keep the weight out till the ball's in. All right.
The referee trying to sort out these scrums now.
All right, let's go.
Both these front rows will be trying to get an edge over each other right now. And as I mentioned before, a little bit earlier, Mike Casey's been in, did some work with that World 15 front row, and he knows both sides very well.
Pushing through.
Black Ferns keen to get on with it. Marsh running across the face of the defence, staying alive on the wraparound. Good play from immediate Marsh. In some space, he's got Myers on the outside. Shapes the pass before giving it on the inside. So good continuity of play from the Black Ferns. Now they're 18 metres out, right-hand side of the post. Richards, short ball for Myers. And lost it. A good play from immediate Marsh out of Canterbury.
Oh, there was a nice little move, nice little wrap around there. Immediate Marsh coming around and opening up down the sideline there. Here she comes, the big fend off. She's a big, powerful runner. A key part of the World Cup campaign last year, and that's a great tackle there by Non Evans. Not a big player.
Tackle. Engage. Hold. Bring it up. Hold there. Okay. Hold Black. Thank you.
McIntosh off the back of the scrum for the World 15. Makes a couple of metres. Loses the ball.
Hang on.
No support there for the captain, Gillian Burns. Needed some blowovers.
Yeah, well, the penalty count or the infringements are starting to mount up against the World 15 now.
Shot.
And this is well within Hannah Meyer's range. She was top point scorer in this year's Lion Foundation Cup. But just going back to that tackle that Non Evans put in on Immediate Marsh. Non Evans is an outstanding athlete. Silver medalist at the Commonwealth Games 1992 and 96 with weightlifting, world powerlifting champion, and went to the most recent Commonwealth Games, the judo exponent.
Water, take it off.
Hannah Myers played for Otago while she was at university, returned to Auckland this year.
She's a very versatile player, Hannah Myers. She's came on in the World Cup final at second 5A, played most of the Lion Foundation Cup on the wing, and in the latter rounds moved into the midfield and centre. Started her career at fullback.
21 metres out just to the right-hand side of the post. And off the post ended. 3-0.
Yeah, well, one area where the Black Ferns are dominating totally is the lineouts, and they'd have to say that these drives they're getting off their lineouts is one reason they're getting that territory and getting the position and getting down there, and finally they've come up with 3 points, which is a good result.
Yes, you're right there, Melody. As I mentioned before, if the World 15 want to be competitive, they've got to sort those lineouts out. It won't be any problem for Anna Richards to go to the line if they know the World 15 can't win their lineouts.
Richardson outside at 22.
Accidentally.
That was quite lucky for the Black Ferns there, because it was certainly isn't kicking position if that one had turned into a penalty.
So great attacking opportunity now for the World 15. Right out in front of their own post. Ball's easy to handle. Back line is split. Appleby standing on the left-hand side. Good scrum from the Black Ferns. Now McIntosh, Chalmers, back on the inside for Evans. Driven back over the point of where the initial scrum was. And the Black Ferns have done well. Edwards for Richards. Now Shelford catch and pass for Kingy. Comes back on the inside looking for some space. Great break from the left winger.
Go.
Now the pick and go. Good solid continuity again from the Black Ferns. Richards, Cheryl Waka.
Still playing it.
Big and tall.
Still playing advantage. So there.
Edwards for Richards again, standing right. This time Amelia Marsh gets the ball back on the inside. Places it nicely. Farah Palmer's the first player there.
Wide. So there.
So they've gone from near their own 22 to near halfway. Now Anna Richards pushed up the right-hand side. Anna Myers, Richardson looking for a bounce. Back and cover the World 15 through Selena Worsley.
So there. There you go.
Florence, blindside flanker from Canada. Old Tangavaya looking for some field position. Shelford lets it bounce. She goes looking for the safety of the left-hand touch. And Kingy can't take it. Great chase from Knight as well, the prop forward on the winger.
Yeah, well, she needed to get out and cover that one, didn't she? Because if Medi King had to pick that ball up, it was open ground, open territory to the line. But that was great vision initially by Anna Richards. She shaped her kick and put people down on that short blind side.
So Leavasa looking for Salva.
Must go in 5 minutes.
Plenty of pressure put on there by Victoria Hayway, and that's just another reason that International 15 just can't get that ball in the lineouts at the moment.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Free kick.
Yeah, the Black Ferns look like they're going to just consolidate their position here. No, she's tapped and she's moved it.
And Marsh, big threat in midfield. Long ball for Myers. Not a good one. Myers flicks it back on the inside without looking. Now the World 15 sense a chance to get it. They've lost the ball forward, so now there's an advantage. It's Edwards, the halfback. Now Cheryl Waka.
Roll out, White, roll out.
So now New Zealand try to set themselves in an attacking position. Good work from Casey Robertson. Now Richards. Dummies on the inside. Good strong run from Whangarei, the prop forward running out in the centres. Now 18 metres out left-hand side of the post. Richardson tries to push off the World 15 defenders, but they manage to hold her up. That's Knight, the prop forward. That's unlucky on Knight, the prop forward, who did well to secure that ball and just going to the ground, made contact with the touchline.
Isn't it great to see those front rowers running out wide? Helen Va'anga does it so well. Here's Anna Richards, takes it to the line, straight out to Va'anga, pushes off Susie Appleby. A powerful player.
Now the drive from the Black Ferns, 5 metres out from the World 15 line. Now 4 metres out, 3 metres out. Now they're a metre short, they fight for the ball. And the infringement coming from the World 15.
Yeah, that's a well-structured maul by the Black Ferns, and it's a good chance they'll go to the line here again, set that up again.
So set play.
Points, no set play.
Now the drive, Whangarei goes strong at the line for the New Zealand Black Ferns. Just a metre out now. Left-hand side of the park. Richards. Marsh, again running across, picking up Shelford, running on the angle. Held up momentarily. Now they go to the right-hand side again for Marsh, who will score the first try for the New Zealand Black Ferns. A long time coming, but a good patient build-up. And in the end, the penalty conceded by the World 15 allowed the New Zealand Black Ferns the initiative to go with a set play from a tap. And Amelia Marsh, who's been the most dominant back on the field in the game so far, gets the first try.
Well, they did it well with a set play, took it into the middle of the field. Quick ruck ball, and there was the space. Yeah, they're going well. Richards again taking it forward. Shelford setting that play up. Nice cover defence by Appleby, but the numbers were just too quick. The World 15 didn't really adjust in defence there, and it left Amelia Marsh unmarked on the outside.
And here's Hitch passing that ball out to Midi Marsh. It's just a beautiful pass from the halfback to get the ball out. She was right there at that ruck, and surely a lot of the credit has to go to the halfback for the Black Ferns, who is Midi Edwards.
Yeah, I think the threat of XS Shelford coming in there, she set that ball up nicely, and it drew a lot of players in. And again, as you say, Melody, the quick ball found Amelia Marsh in space.
And the Myers. So now 10 points to 0, the New Zealand Black Ferns over the World 15.
Yeah, it's interesting. They got that try from using their backs and their skills. They've actually preferred, the Black Ferns have preferred to keep the ball in with the drive so far, so it will be good to see them when they push that ball off the top of lineouts and start spreading it wide, and then we'll see what happens.
Well, certainly the drive is going to hold that World 15 in close, isn't it? And it will create space if they get the ball out at the right time.
Whangarei with a long kick. Now, Itunu on debut with the return. Coddling. Just a narrow lane up the right-hand side, makes up of 6 metres. Now Richards, long ball for Richardson, short ball for Exia Shelford. So ambitious and confident play from the Black Ferns, running out of their own quarter.
Roll out, tackle, roll out 4. Stay there.
Edwards wants quick ball. It's going to come out on the World 15 side. Chalmers, the halfback. Good show of aggression from Cripps.
Hang on. Stay here. Hang on.
Ainsley Salval on.
Still seems to be a little bit of those coordination issues there with the World 15, giving away silly penalties, players getting isolated, you know, communication through those lineouts there. And these combinations will certainly come together as the game wears on.
Not out. Jill Florence from Canada on the return. That's the 10-metre line. Now the Black Ferns get to work. Able to isolate. Now Knight had that under control. Now Appleby. Ola in some space. Got Whangarei on the outside. Can't take an easy ball. And what would have been a certain try for the World 15 goes begging. It's a wonderful work by Lisa Fiola, the Australian international, in midfield. Goes inside Amelia Marsh easily. And that pass just had to be caught. And there was 2 unmarked players outside Whangarei, so that's a chance gone for the World 15.
Well, that's the first time we've seen Fiola with the ball in hand. She's absolutely an outstanding defender. Played in the Australian midfield, and it's certainly one midfield that we always found very difficult to penetrate with the Black Ferns. But you see her there with the ball in hand on attack there, unloaded there to Whangarei. As you said, Ken, all she needed to do to take that ball, and she was in under the sticks.
And also maybe a lack of communication there in the Black Ferns between the first 5, Anna Richards, and the second 5, Amelia Marsh. It looked like one thought they were doing man on D, and the other went for the drift. So just communication on D, really.
So territory and position, both going with the New Zealand Black Ferns. As does the score as well, 10-0, 25 gone.
Engage, hold there.
Itunu holds. Edwards shapes the kick, gives a hospital pass to Richards, who gets belted behind the advantage line.
No way, gone back.
I think that was Shelford who got
hit.
Now the World 15 on the counter attack. Evans trying to get away from 1, gets away from 2. Fiola passes under pressure. Sartini's available on the right hand side. Whangarei goes to halfback. That's Evans. Trying to push up the right-hand touch. Shelford doesn't take it on the full. Very elusive player, Exia. And skillful as well out of the Bay of Plenty, Exia Shelford. Very, very good sevens player, good touch player. And a very, very accomplished New Zealand Black Fern today, playing her 13th test.
I think Exia Shelford might need to start taking a few of those on the full, because the surface is pretty hard, ball's bouncing all over the place. They do have the chasers on there.
We have a Asar for Burns, now Chalmers for Appleby. Now Whangarei offloads in the tackle. Good play from the World 15. That's Jill Florence, the blindside flanker. Now they've got good field position. 22 out, left-hand side of the post. Appleby standing on the left-hand side, puts the ball on the ground. The chase coming from the winger on the left-hand side. It's going to be very, very close and not to be. Sartini playing on the right wing over, looking for work on the left.
What a lovely little touch by Susie Appleby. Pushes the ball through here. Now I thought Sartini was pushed without the ball. No, well done by Claire Richardson. Gets back and saves the day.
Just some alternative tactics there by Susan Appleby, and it's exactly what they need because that Black Ferns defence is just coming right up on them, and as you can see, putting so much pressure, swarming over that international 15, so she just needed to vary it up a little bit, which she did. It was successful, almost.
Well, she's a very, very accomplished player, Susie Appleby, who took that ball to the line. Great vision. There was nothing in behind, but a lovely little grubber across the ground.
Chalmers. McIntosh loses it at the back of the scrum. But they are not intimidated by the challenge, the World 15. They quite clearly have got some plans and some tricks up their sleeve. 3 or 4 of their set plays haven't gone well, but there have been errors made while they've been trying to be positive with the ball. So if they get their communication and coordination right, they're going to be a big threat to the Black Ferns. Bad pass from Edwards. So Anna Richards having to tidy up. Now she gets a work out on the ground. Now that's Knight. Good play from the World 15 to win the ball. Fiola. Altangavaya. Shapes the kick, goes to the line. Turns and presents the ball. Fiola with the pick and go, offloads in the tackle. Now Florence goes at the Black Ferns defence again. That's the goal line to the right hand, top right of your screen. Now Fiola, Appleby. Long ball for McIntosh, hit ball and all. Now Worsley. Now Non-Evans. Gee, they look good when they go forward, the World 15.
Well, there's a number of outstanding individuals in that side. They're just starting to feel the combinations coming right in that little phase of play there. Some of the work Coach Frank Boiver's been doing with them this week is very much a game sense type training where they are to take the options according to how they see it on the field. And you see a lot of the offloads coming in there, always players in support.
Straight. Get out, half, get out of there.
Itunu has to go forward, try to go back before going forward. Now Myers under some pressure and does the right thing. But a good passage of play, Mel, for the World 15.
Certainly was. They're just keeping that ball alive with nice short passing game, and it's putting the Black Ferns under a little bit of a pressure. And in terms of the scrums, gee, that halfback is putting so much pressure on the Black Ferns, and it seems to be working for the international 15 side.
Numbers.
That comes right back to that international rules change, doesn't it, Melody?
Yep.
Fiola offloading in the tackle for Florence, stamping her mark on this game.
No advantage, numbers, 1 extra.
They'll be tapping and going, no doubt.
Yeah, Appleby back on the inside for Burns.
Black, roll out.
Was only a little bit forward, so play on. Appleby to the line and 2 hands. Good tackle from Anna Richards. And Itunu coming back on the Black Fern side, but a loose pass. And Shelford tidies up.
That was well cleared by Shelford. Natural left footer. She hugged that side at the left-hand touch line.
Yeah, play on. I'm going to play on.
So, Ainsley Salval is a trooper down in the 22 for the World 15.
On a tackle, let it go.
Now the drive coming from the Black Ferns. Hayway plays halfback. Richards for Waka standing still. Goes forward, beats the tackle of Florence.
Stay there, White.
Now Edwards. Richards, Marsh. Trying to kick behind. Non-Evans bounces the ball out just in front of her. That's good field position.
Outstanding clearance there.
And just off screen, it's Susie Appleby that's on the ground injured for the international 15. That will be a bit of a loss for the side if she goes off as well. And we've got the reserve warming up for them, and that's Vanya Livia.
I think the Black Ferns might have been, the World 15 may have been a little bit hard done by in that last line out. They've been pulled twice for taking the ball inside the 5. And Victoria Hayway was at least a metre inside the 5 when she took that last steal.
So Levassar throwing for Ainsley Salval. Tidied up by Worsley, who kicks for position. Exia lets it bounce but able to tidy up. Now under some pressure. Good tackle by McIntosh, forcing the error. So now they get an attacking scrum. Good defensive play from the Australian number 8.
Yeah, I really think Shelford's got to start getting under those balls and taking them on the full.
I'm not sure if you heard it, but the captain, Farah Palmer, from the Black Ferns actually yelled at Exia Shelford, don't let it bounce. So that's 3 times already this game. She's going to have to get underneath that ball.
Hold there, hold black.
So good position for the World 15. Scrum screws to the open side. McIntosh thinks about pick it up. Black Ferns are going to get the feed. Good pressure scrum from the world champion Black Ferns.
That Black Fern forward pack is certainly responding to the pressure.
Crouch and hold.
Now they're taking the scrum to the World 15 now.
Engage. Hold there. Get up. Go up, mate. Right.
Richards running across. Nice short ball for Marsh, goes on the inside. Now E2 hits and spins.
Feet, hands out, hands out.
So 2 plays.
Hands out.
Black Ferns through Richards, running right, passing left for Marsh. Knight with the tackle.
Out. Get up, white. 1 white. 4 white.
So the Black Ferns now drive forward. Richard standing on the right-hand side, a low ball left to right. So Hannah Myers tried to get something to go. Brilliant play from the wing and an offload for Hayway. She goes hard at Non Evans, who's good with the tackle. Now the pick and go. Good position now for the Black Ferns. 20 metres out. Just to the left of the post, they've turned the ball over.
Tackle.
Kingy takes it on the full. Offloads in the tackle for Richards. She makes a nice hole through the middle of the World 15 defence, Anna Richards. Settling things down. Edwards passing in the tackle for Marsh, running a good angle. Taken on the 22, left-hand side of the post. Just 3 players available on the right-hand side. Shelford back on the inside for Whangarei, pushes off a defender. Now Richards, Shelford, offloads in the tackle for Mona Lisa Codling.
In the side. In the side of the tackle.
World 15 under some pressure defensively, committed infringement.
I think the pace of the game starting to step up a little bit here. The Black Ferns have certainly taken up a level in the last few minutes, and just noticed a few of the World 15 players started to walk a bit.
Yeah, well, that passage of play was just brilliant by the Black Ferns. They kept it in play phase after phase, and you just saw the statistic then, 7 penalties to 1 conceded by the international 15. So that shows the kind of style of game they're playing.
Yeah, the World 15, they've given away a lot of penalties, and a lot of unnecessary penalties coming in the side. You know, they've got to back their defensive systems and structures there, take that extra metre back from those rucks and make the tackles, but they tend to be infringing at the tackle ball area. As Hannah Myers right out in front.
So Hannah Myers, Regina Sheck in the middle. What a player she's been for the Black Ferns. And Hannah Myers kicking very confidently today. Very versatile player. Plays second 5 centre wing or fullback today, playing on the right wing. In her 6th test after making her debut in 2000 for the Black Ferns. Victoria Hayway, Old Tangawai. Restarts, kicking long. And no problem for Victoria Hayway on the full for the Black Ferns. Now the drive. Whangarei driving forward on the right-hand side. Set play from the Black Ferns. Yeah, happy to stay. That right-hand lane, Richards got to reach low for the ball. Shelford bounces that ball out. Good play from the Black Ferns after receiving from the kickoff through 4 phases. Push play up 10 metres into the World 15 half.
Well, we talk about those kickoff battles. The Black Ferns received, and the first play, first set piece in the opposition territory. Very important that you win those kickoff battles, get onto attack straight away.
Stay there. Stay.
Eventually won by the World 15. Now Appleby standing wide, passing long for Old Tangavaya. Falls over in front of Anna Richards.
Stay there.
Teammates for the Auckland Storm 2 weeks ago, opponents today. Marsh with a little chip down the right hand side, bounces the ball out, and good field position for the Black Ferns.
Half time.
Well, both Marsh and Shelford have timed those kicks perfectly, haven't they? Just bouncing them into touch within a metre of the touchline.
So half-time here at Eden Park in the first of this 2-match series. New Zealand Black Ferns ahead of the World 15, 13-0. Not a bad 40 minutes from both sides, Daryl.
Oh no, I think it was a very interesting 40 minutes. As you see, the World 15, they've got a few combinations to get right, and you know, coming from all over the world, that's probably been a little bit difficult. But then again, the Black Ferns have only been together for a very short time. It's been some very entertaining football. I think the World 15, a few of those line breaks they've made has shown just how dangerous some of those individuals really can be.
A beautiful day in Auckland, New Zealand for the first of these 2 matches series between New Zealand Black Ferns and the World 15, and one player may be feeling somewhat emotional who's not playing but sidelined today, Melody Robinson.
He's emotional as in happy because the Black Ferns have had a pretty good performance in this first half, with of course the Auckland men's NPC team watching on. Now if you're going to look at this game in bits and pieces, well, the Black Ferns have definitely dominated in the lineouts, and their driving game off the lineouts has been exceptional. They've been really able to provide some momentum there. They've had the wood on them in phase play. They keep continuous possession and put a whole lot of pressure on them, and in defence, their swarming defence are right up on the international 15's face. Probably the international 15 might have had the wood on the Black Ferns in the scrums because they're used to those international rules. And if we're going to talk individuals to stand out in this game so far, well, Helen Va'anga, one of the props for the Black Ferns, she's been outstanding, providing that go-forward momentum, fending off people. And in the backs, you probably have to say Amidia Marsh, who has also been breaking the line as well. And for the international 15, well, Non Evans has provided some really good defence there, as has Serena Worsley, who's been up in Anna Richards' face and forcing a few errors. So for the second half, I would look for the international 15 to really get their combinations working a bit more. You'll see them more fluid this second half. And as for the Black Ferns, well, I'd say that some of the inaccuracies or errors that you've seen in the first half are going to disappear.
Thank you, Mel. A veteran of 18 test appearances for the Black Ferns, and of course a member of that wonderful team in Spain last year under the coaching of Daryl Suasua, who won second consecutive world championship title for the New Zealand Black Ferns, who continue, Daryl, at the risk of sounding arrogant, lead the way in women's world rugby.
Yeah, they certainly do, and I think that one of the things I'm delighted to see with this Black Fern team is some of those younger players that have come through. Victoria Hayway's playing her 10th test today, a Mania test in Black Fern terms, and at only 21 years of age, she's an outstanding prospect, and a number of the other younger players that have come through as well.
Farah?
So Anna Richards to get play underway in the second half here, playing her 27th test for New Zealand Black Ferns today. And Burns,
She's all right, she's onside. She's onside.
very safe under the high ball for the World 15.
Stay there.
Chalmers waits. Not a good ball for Appleby, so Selena Worsley from Australia, the open side flanker, takes it in. Now they try to get something going on the left-hand side of the park.
Stay 10. All out, stay there.
So positive start from the World 15.
Flopped on it. Let it go, let it go.
So Chalmers, now Appleby, Fiola, Turns the ball back on the inside for Gillian Burns, the captain.
Last feed, Black, go back.
This is good play from the World 15, a positive start to the second half for them. Fiola back on the inside.
Tackle her out.
So just 2 metres into
Tackle,
the
let it go,
Black
let it
Ferns
go,
half, the
let it
World
go.
15, dominating the opening exchanges here in the second half.
Side.
Now the penalty.
6.
That's a second consecutive penalty through
Right,
these
they're on, play on.
sequences of play. Appleby back on the inside.
More. Let it go.
So the ball slow coming back. Paula
Ball,
Chalmers
go,
goes
go.
looking for the ball.
Feet out, balls up, feet out. There it is there.
Looks like it's coming
Feet
out. On the Wellington side, Lelii.
Yeah, you're on side.
Anna Richards just nicely waiting a kick behind Sartini, pushing it deep into her own quarter. So she's just able to scramble the ball out. That's good play from Anna Richards.
That was good play responding to that turnover. There's a bit of an onslaught there from the World 15, keeping the ball going. 2 quick taps and running it at the Black Ferns, trying to ask the Black Ferns a few questions, and they were up to it. Anna Richards punishing them with 1 kick back down into their own territory.
Farah Palmer for Codling. Marsh made a big run in midfield, but not able to receive the ball.
Advantage, knock on.
Codling for Richards.
2 knock-ons. First white.
Yeah, that ball needed to be moved. That was one of the first ones they've taken straight off the top of the Black Ferns. They probably need to get out to the middle of the field there a lot quicker than it actually did. That was cut off well, though, by Selena Worsley.
Engage. Hold there, hold.
So good field position for the New Zealand Black Ferns. Edwards the feed, left-hand side of the park. So Itunu gets the ball, and Chalmers at the same time. Good tackle from the World 15 halfback.
Watch your feet, there it is, there it is.
Farah Palmer playing halfback. Now Richards. Second man play for Richardson. Now Shelford. Catch and pass for Myers. Very good tackle from Carson.
Tackle.
Good anticipation from the World 15 winger.
12. 12. 12. 12. Come here. You've got to do better than that. You just lay there. It's a roll out.
Well, it's always a really tough one, isn't it, when you're trying to roll away and you've got people jumping all over you, but it's been called. But again, it highlights the issue there where in New Zealand we only ever play the domestic safety law, and Linda Itunu and Maria Wood's having a little bit of trouble around the base of those scrums, so trying to get things going straight off the base there has proved to be difficult for them.
Yeah, it certainly has. It's just been one of those areas. There's Hannah Myers taking the ball into contact, and she did really well. 2 defenders holding her up, and she managed to keep the ball, roll over, and there it is there for New Zealand to ruck back.
Palmer for Codling, jumping it forward, now the drive. Good play from the Black Ferns. 10 metres on the drive, 15 on the drive, now 5 out from the line. Good play from the Black Ferns. The World 15 desperate to hold it up. Now they're in the in goal. Downward pressure is what they need. Good try from the Black Ferns. That line out a long way out. Mona Lisa Codling took it cleanly, then the drive. So well organised, well planned, and in the end well executed from the New Zealand Black Ferns.
Well organised drive there, just keep going forward. Players not peeling off, just keeping it nice and straight, nice and tight. You'll see there Casey Robertson leading up the front, just working hard the whole time. Mona Lisa Codling pulling those players in tight. No splintering. And Farah Palmer just driving it in, keeping all the power right in behind the front of that ball there. And as soon as she gets over, the captain dots down.
Yeah, just basics of rugby here, working the ball back. Farah Palmer directing that drive really well, just keeping the discipline by keeping the ball in the back, and Maria Woods also directing just to go straight through rather than peel, and basically it was just basics of rugby done quite nicely.
So, Hannah Myers, a phys ed graduate from Otago University, and on 100% today, 3 from 3. And the famous Grant Fox just in the background.
There you go. Go. No.
Whoa, what about that from Hannah Myers? What a touch of class. She's pretty pleased with it as well. With the ball falling over, getting frustrated with the time, and just calmly snaps it over. The New Zealand Black Ferns looking ominous at 20 points to 0 in the second half. Have a look at this touch of class.
I don't think any of the international 15 realised that they could come ahead and charge her at that point. And if they had to put pressure, who knows? But that was an excellent kick.
Well, the ruling is she only gets a 1 minute time frame to take the conversion, and that time was just about up.
Casey Robertson. Now Edwards with the chip. McIntosh away from Waka. Tackled by Richards.
Watch out.
Paula Chalmers, good drive coming from the Black Ferns. Chalmers looked like she had her hands on the ball before being driven back.
Let it go, let it go.
It's Whangarei. Richards under some pressure. Gets a kick away. Non-Evans coming across in cover. Comes in field looking for a better angle. Casey Robertson
keep coming.
From Canterbury on the return. Offloading for Waka. She gets away from the tackle of Carson. Sets up a right side attack now for the Black Ferns. 22 metres out. Now they go right to left. Marsh on the wraparound. Now Richardson trying to commit the midfield defence of the World 15. Edwards has a look. Itunu hits and spins. Still on the 22. Black Ferns have got it under control now. Richards with a little chip. And Carson, gee, what an ordinary finish to a good set of sequence from the Black Ferns.
Yeah, that was well played by the Black Ferns, but certainly, Ken, that finish did sort of let them off the hook a bit.
Not enough weight on the kick from Anna Richards. So Farah Palmer for Victoria Hayway at the front. Now the drive. Worsley gets it going over from Codling. Now they drive again, the Black Fern forwards. Now Richards, we'll bring you details of 17 in a moment.
Roll out, tackler.
Now Edwards passing for Marsh.
The Black Ferns have certainly brought on that tactic this half, reverting to that maul, their strong mauling game from the line-outs.
Yeah, just to let you know, Leslie Cripps from Canada's gone off the field injured. She's got a problem with her calf there, and that's why number 17, Punatia, is on the field replacing her for the international 15.
Punatia played at the World Cup for Manusina last year and spent a lot of time with the Auckland Storm this year, keeping Helen Whangarei out of the side. But here's this mauling game again. It's just so dominant, and it's just keeping these, it's just hiding, playing hide the ball from this World 15. They're getting a little bit frustrated. It's a great tactic, and it'll tie them all up. Should open up some gaps out wide for their speedy backs.
So Hannah Myers. Oh. What a tremendous performance in the goal-kicking department from Hannah Myers so far with the New Zealand Black Ferns ahead 23 points to 0. And Myers kicking 5 from 5.
Outstanding goal kicker. Outstanding. It looks like anything in that 22, she's going to put them out. Put them over, near or wide today.
Old Tangawhia. Edwards on her knees, passes for Anna Richards, who tries to improve the position and does well from inside her own 22.
Let's see how the international 15 line-out goes this time. They've had a little bit of time to consolidate at half-time, so hopefully to reorganise themselves.
Well, they've got players leaving that line-out again.
So Lea Vassar, good contest in the air.
No advantage, left the line out, 3. Once you're there.
It's a simple thing, really, isn't it, Mel? You know, once the line-out's been called, you can't leave, and they've really got to sort those little things out.
Yeah,
Marsh in midfield now, trying to get something going forward for the Black Ferns. 40 metres out, just to the right-hand side of the post. Hayway with the catch and pass. Now Casey Robertson getting away from the tackle of McIntosh. Now they're 32 out.
Hang on.
Appleby, Fiola.
Let it go.
Good tackle in midfield on
Right,
Fiola, who's a threat. And that's Richardson thrown to the ground. Aggressive tackle from Knight, the front rower from the USA. Edwards standing at first receiver, trying to chip in behind Sartini, and does well.
I think the tactic of the Black Ferns is half to tie up that ball and those line-outs and those line-out mauls has really taken a bit of the sting out of the tails of the World 15. They came out firing, string some phases together, taking quick tap penalties, but since then they haven't had a lot of ball.
Ainsley, Salval, middle, Gillian Burns, the captain. Very, very good win from line-out win from an accomplished player on the world scene, Burns. Now the drive. Chalmers for Appleby. Long ball for Otungavai, tries to push off Marsh, gets away, pushes it off Myers. Strong run from the centre. Now Carson. Oh, tremendous tackle from Marsh on Fiola. Good aggressive running and good aggressive defence from both teams.
Back three.
Edwards for Richards, trying to chip up the right-hand touch, no one back. Fiola's got to get back there, so does Appleby, under some pressure. And off a black hand off Victoria Hayway, so it's white ball.
Yeah, no, it came off.
Great work by the locks there to chase up that kick too. It was the two of them, Vicky Hayway, Mona Lisa Codling, plus the Captain Farah Palmer. They did a huge job chasing that ball.
Again, Anna Richards reacting to the turnover very quickly and putting the Black Ferns into a good position.
Leah Vassar for Worsley. Fiola can't take the ball. This is going to be a tremendous attacking opportunity now for the world champion Black Ferns. An attacking scrum, 7 metres out, right in front of the post.
No ball, no ball.
Yeah, midfield scrum right out in front there. It's what is the sort of things you train for. Here we go, Selena Worsley takes an overthrow now. That sort of dropped right in front of the post is suicide with the Black Ferns team that is starting to find their way.
Engage, hold down.
Edwards.
Stay off. That's all right, no problem.
Oh, good work, stolen by Chalmers. Evans coming up. That's Sartini. So just a brief hesitation from the Black Ferns. At the back of the scrum, Chalmers comes away with the ball. Now Susie Appleby pushing up the right-hand touch. And that's very, very smart play from the World 15, under a lot of pressure.
Well, they got out of that situation very well. And again, the work around the back of the scrum is something that's becoming a little bit of a problem for the Black Ferns.
So Farah Palmer looking for Victoria Hayway, goes behind her. Adrian Laliti tidies up, the open side flanker for the Black Ferns.
Let it go. Knock on the line out. White, no advantage.
Well, there's quite a bit more wind just coming up right now, so that's going to affect some of these lineouts, especially if they're long. It's just starting to get quite breezy and quite gusty.
Crouch and hold.
Who has the wind advantage at the moment, Melody?
I actually think it's favouring the Black Ferns, but only just because it's swirling a little bit.
Whoa, no pushing. Reset, just leave, go, make up, I'll give you another mark so you can sit off it. And hold. Yeah.
Black Ferns have a nice deep alignment here. Medi Kingi seems to be coming to the middle of the field. Could be something on, but
that's a very good result for the World 15, applying pressure on the Black Ferns scrum. Punatia. Look at the work done here by Punatia, Knight and Leah Vassar. spinning around to the open side, forcing a change of feet. Now they get the penalty. Chalmers a quick tap. Appleby. Fiora can't take it. Old Tangavaya knocks it on. Well, they're anxious to get some points to World 15.
Yeah, there was a good result initially from the World 15. They were camped on their own goal line a few moments ago. The next scrum was on halfway. They turned the scrum, they got the ball. And just a little loose ball there, knock on. And it's back to the Black Ferns. Almost identical situation on the opposite side of the field. Well, they run the same play.
Now, Murray Edwards should be aware. Screws around again. They're going to get another Fakir. Good play. The World 15 starting to put some pressure on the Black Ferns.
They really are. That's where their strength is in that scrum. And really, Linda Itunu, she's a new cap this year, fantastic player. Just has to react by picking that ball up quickly and going for it as it turns.
Yeah, well, this is one of the rules we really have to look at or address in New Zealand. These players don't play international rules, and it'll be the first time this season they've gone through it. So, you know, it's something that we really need to address for our Lion Foundation Cup in the future.
Appleby caught behind the advantage line and a very good tackle from Richards. Now the cavalry arrive and drive the World 15 back. They need the ball, the Black Ferns.
Get out. No, it's knock on. Knock on.
Well, I don't think the Black Ferns liked having their scrum turned around twice in a row there. They've certainly taken to getting that ball back with a lot of vigour. Put a lot of pressure on the next scrum.
Crouch and hold.
And then straight to the breakdown. Win the turnover.
Yeah, International 15 putting quite a bit of pressure on the Black Ferns at breakdown time as well, and managing to acquire a number of turnover ball, which is another positive in their favour.
Yeah, well, I think Gillian Florence and Selena Worsley in particular have been very good at this area, the support of Bronnie McIntosh, and they're getting in there and causing a few problems on the ground there for the Black Ferns. Another player with incredible upper body strength is Phaedra Knight, and I've seen her a couple of times also bridge over that ball and put body in the way of the player trying to continue it.
Edwards, and they screw again around 90, but this time Peters, the referee, says play on. Shelford under some pressure. Marsh gets a nice ball away to Kingy out on the left wing. So taken in by the Black Ferns. Now they get some momentum going forward. Edwards.
Yeah, you're onside.
Anna Richards standing right, kicking left. Bounces it nicely over Sartini's head. Appleby gets back, helps.
No knock on, play on.
Now Edwards. For Hannah Myers with a nice left, then right foot step. Managing to weave a hole, picks up her other winger, Kingy. She promotes for Lene. Good play now from the Black Ferns, 5 metres out. Wide out on the left-hand side. They've got a full line-up on the right. Richards, it's an ordinary pass. Edwards chucks it back on the inside for Cheryl Waka.
Stay here. Stay here.
World 15 play gets a flick out of the way. Now Victoria Hayway driving forward.
Stay here.
Richards running right, passes back on the left for Marsh. Aggressive run from the midfielder. Prominent player today, the second 5. Now Richards, Richardson. Carson's been great on defence on this left-hand side. Now the pick and go from Casey Robertson.
Hang it on. Let it go. 3.
So once again, some very positive attack from the New Zealand Black Ferns and some tremendous defence under real pressure from the World 15.
Oh, it was very good defence, particularly on Amidia Marsh, where she came flying in there. She's a powerful runner and she's broken the line many times, and Lisa Fiaolo stood up to the task there.
And great to see the organisation of the Black Ferns. You can just see Anna Richards directing play, organising the inside ball to Amidia Marsh, the multi-face play. This great breakthrough by Hannah Myers. It shows how dangerous these Black Ferns are from broken play, and Medikingi's got plenty of pace, passes it off to number 7 there, Adrian Litty. Great setup, and this is just where it should have gone straight out from that point, but unfortunately a little bit slow.
Yeah, I think Hannah Myers has had an outstanding game today, carrying that ball back, playing on the right wing. She got across and cover and took the ball up the left flank there. Apart from that, she's been doing some great goal kicking, great work with the goal kicks. Here we see Amelia Marsh leaving the field, and that'll be a big loss to the Black Ferns course. It's a powerful player, made many line breaks, very talented. Try scorer earlier on in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. They're probably going to move Hannah Myers into the midfield and probably bring on Stacey Lene in at fullback, who's another new cap. This is where the injury occurred here. Yeah, you can see that looks like a knee problem there.
Yeah, that looks like Bronnie McIntosh went down on it, and it was her knee. Carrying off there, you can see Helen Littleworth, physiotherapist for the Black Ferns and a legend in the game for New Zealand, former captain of the Black Ferns.
Appleby now for Fiaola. Short ball for Autangawai. Lovely ball back on the inside. Now Fiaola carries again. Bronnie McIntosh just loses it forward.
Still playing it.
An advantage for the Black Ferns.
Let it go, tackler.
Hayway tidies up. Now Hannah Myers. Bronnie McIntosh has been solid today for the World 15. Now Non Evans on the return. Tiptoeing up the touchline. Farah Palmer gets her to the ground.
Go now.
Appleby. Knight. Gets away from Whangarei. Phaedra Knight. Very strong play. Appleby. Autangawai. Thinks about an inside ball. Passes in the tackle. Now Carson's been great on defence. Chance for her to run with the ball. Grubbers up the touch. Hannah Myers. She's been taken late, Carson.
Yeah, you could have pulled out of that. No, it's late. You could have pulled out.
It's a great little play by the World 15, and they're ready to move it again.
Wait. 15 in.
He's taking it 15, and as the rules suggest,
right.
referee, but they're ready to go again.
Chalmers with the tap. Got Appleby on the outside, now picks her up. Long ball for Fiaola, turns it back on the inside for Autangawai. Been prominent in midfield. Now Ainsley Salval. Good run from the lock forward out of Wellington.
Balls up. Stay there.
Samoan international. Appleby. Short ball for Sartini. Hit ball and all by Richards.
10.
Now if the World 15 want to move this quick, they've got numbers here on the left. Referee slowing it down again for them. Got to take it from the mark. But they play an exciting brand of football, this World 15. They may have only just come together, but they all like to move the ball. Something that Coach Frank Boisveur's really been pushing with them this week.
Chalmers for Appleby. Jill Burns trying to commit the forward defenders of the Black Ferns before releasing for Appleby. Gets a difficult ball.
Let it go, 7.
Autangawai couldn't take it. Now Florence has also been solid, the blindside flanker from Canada. Fiaola goes to the line, tries to free the ball up. It's untidy. McIntosh.
Keep it on, keep going, keep chasing.
And the call. So Utunu tries to play soccer. Sartini across and cover. Picks it up. Oh, very elusive. Estelle Sartini from France. Now Edwards on the counter-attack. Sartini with the chase. Very good tackle from Punatia.
Get out, White.
So they're starting to warm to their task now, the World 15. Richards. Again, chipping in behind the defence line of the World 15 and rolling it out. Good play from the experienced 5'8".
It was a well-placed kick there by Anna Richards, but I just wonder, there's times there when there's good overlaps there for the Black Ferns that should possibly be used. A turnover ball there. Kingy was unmarked on the far side of the field, and a couple of quick transfers could have seen a score of 5-pointer.
And just out of interest, only 14 players on for the Black Ferns for that span of play, and in some substitutions just then. Regina Sheck has come on at prop. Tala Muliapula has also come on. She's a fantastic impact player, and of course Stacey Lene is replacing the injured Amelia Marsh.
No, play on.
Appleby. Very good tackle from Adrian Lelette. Stacey Lene.
I'd really like to see Ilka Autangawai get some go-forward ball. She seems to be taking a lot of it stationary.
McIntosh. Florence.
More. Last feet, Black.
More taken in by the World 15. They need to free this up or get the maul going forward. They free it up. Now Chalmers looking elusive. Ainsley Salval tackled by Muliapula.
More. Stay, Black.
Chalmers kicking for position. Lene gets the ball back. Appleby offloads a difficult ball for McIntosh, staying alive. Now the drive coming from the World 15. And the penalty.
Over the top.
Again, it all came from the ball not being taken on the full. It's something they've really got to tidy up.
Straight over the top.
Gee, looking a bit disorganised. Jill Florence now tries to tidy up the World 15. They look like they were out on their feet, opting for the quick tap with nobody ready. The bottom line, Black Ferns have come away with the ball through Waka, who's got it under control at the back. Now they wheel around. Last quarter of the game now, 23-0, the Black Ferns ahead.
Well,
Richards kicking in behind Carson and in front of Non-Evans, and that's a very, very good kick from Anna Richards.
Very good kick for field position, but again, a 5-on-3 situation there, possibly game plan or tactics to just press them down there, but again, it could possibly have been 5 points.
No, it was a good phase of play, such a busy amount of play too, because International 15 attacking in their 22, and then the ball was brought back, and once again International 15 back again, but the Black Ferns have capitalised on that, and that's a great kick for territory.
As Ken has suggested, the World 15 are looking a little bit tired now. They look to be out on their feet a bit.
Hayway wins a ball that was thrown short. Edwards has a look down the blind.
Right, no problem.
Good play from Tia. Ball was out, able to play. Now it's going to come out on the New Zealand side anyway. Myers for Richards. Now Shelford back on the inside for Mulipula. Strong carrier of the football, Mulipula. 10 out just to the right-hand side. Now Shelford with a long ball out wide, trying to pick up Mary King. He beats them all into touch.
Left forward, Lee. Was forward. Forward pass.
Touch judge on the side saying that it was a forward pass, and she's actually a 19-year-old and one of 20 female refs nationwide, so fantastic to see young female refs out there as well.
You can see the new players on the field for the Black Ferns, fresh legs starting to make an impact. Tala Mulipula, and possibly it's something that the World 15 should look to do around about this time with the tiredness starting to creep in.
Hold. Yeah. Well, I'll take up.
A difficult ball for the World 15, pressure being applied.
Go round.
Codling, told to go around. Now Appleby back on the inside for Knight. Looks strong, powerful player, Worsley. Now McIntosh for Florence. Been impressive today, Florence, the Canadian blindside flanker.
No problem, there was a more. Stay. Go there.
Richardson. Catch and pass for Myers, tries a little right foot step. Ronnie McIntosh trying to get the ball. That's the reset.
Knock on.
Another one that's impressed and coming on certainly has been Punatea for the World 15. Made a couple of good steals there, and see her covering the wing to make a tackle there as well. Those fresh legs really do add something to the game.
And another substitution there for the Black Ferns. Marie Edwards is coming off, and the halfback Emma Jensen is coming on to replace her.
Out of the Waikato, Emma Jensen.
Yeah. Hold your weight, Black.
The outstanding Monique Huruvana, who for so long has occupied that 9 jersey. For the Black Ferns. Now Paula Chalmers. McIntosh makes the ball available. Now Fiola, short ball for Otangavai, can't take it, ball goes back. So it's play on. Now Richardson coming away with it for the Black Ferns.
Roll out, tackle, roll out.
Jensen for Richards. Shelford, wrap around for Richards. Now over the top for Kingy. Puts a foot on the touch line. Gee, what a nice play. A very narrow channel to work on down that left-hand side. And a Richards handle twice, and then a beautiful pass over the top to cut out that last defender, and just a foot on the line. Look at this, Richards handles twice and a beautiful ball over the top, and just on the...
Hold your 10.
Richards drew beautifully there to put Medi Kingi into space.
Wait.
Away and Burns.
Get out, last week.
Now the drive coming from the Black Ferns. 4 metres out, 3 metres out. Now they're in the end goal, the Black Ferns, nearly. Pushed back by the World 15. Now they go to ground.
Inside.
It's a real strength there, that maul that they've been using from those line-outs, and I think they're always going to threaten when they get that close to the line.
You've just joined us. This is the first of a 2-match test series with the World 15 and New Zealand Black Ferns just coming together this week. The second game is in Whangarei at ITM Stadium a week from today. Palmer for Cotton.
Last week, 8.
Now they try to get a drive going, the Black Ferns. Codling's been impressive at line-out time and around the field today. For the world champion Black Fern. Now the ball just going to ground. That's the 5-metre line. Jensen, long ball for Richards. Again, a left to right pass goes to ground. Shelford with a bit of skill. Now Lene, Stacey Lene flicks the ball out for Richards, who's going to get a very good try for the Black Ferns, and it's very easy to see why she still commands the number 10 jersey for the New Zealand side, Anna Richards. She has had a dominant influence once again on the performance of the Black Ferns today. She's made some vital tackles. Her kicking game has been tremendous, and her option taking with regard to when to run and when to pass has been first class. And you are looking here at one of the best players ever to play women's rugby at world-class level, Anna Richards. Going to the line as Lene flicks the ball out the back door, and Anna Richards, what a player. Her 27th test today.
Well, they finally put that maul down, but as soon as it went to those backs, Richards, she controls the show there. Lene, that was a beautiful offload, and the backup of Anna Richards puts her in for yet another try for the Black Ferns.
Yeah, lovely Black Ferns try here. Exia Shelford shows the show, and Stacey Lene just hits off a short ball, and that lovely flick pass back to the support, which was, of course, Anna Richards. A fabulous try for the Black Ferns.
So, Hannah Myers. No problem. She needs to buy a lotto ticket tonight. Anna Myers.
No problem from Anna Myers from that range.
And finally, the international 15 are making a number of substitution. Tia Pasi, who is a former Black Fern, is coming on, as well as another former Black Fern, Nara Sua, who plays in the midfield. Lena Beattie, who's a fabulous potential talent from Waikato, is coming on, as well as Vanya Livia, who will probably pop in for Susie Appleby at first 5.
Appleby's been tremendous today, as has Gillian Burns, the lock forward. World-class players themselves on the international stage. Wonderful to see them in New Zealand. Anna Richards, one of the best. And now Sartini. Cheryl Waka turns and backs into the defence from 10 metres away. Now Whangarei had Muli Puller on the outside. Strong run from the Black Ferns front rower. Takes 3 defenders, 15 metres. Great show of strength. Now Jensen for Richards. Second man play for Richardson. Gets on the outside. Great play from the Black Ferns. Richardson's got a player inside. Thinks about a pass, and Lene, what a good try for the New Zealand Black Ferns. Fatigue sets in for the World 15 on defence. And what a beautiful right to left attack, structured attack. And their good support play, and Stacey Lene, a tremendous finish. But some good continuity of play. You look at the long passes. Gets a good long ball to get them on the outside of the World 15 defence. Richardson in some space. Had Kingi on the outside. Stacey Lene looming on the inside. Held and delayed before eventually getting the ball. What a try.
That was a wonderful try there, right from the kick-off. It's the sort of stuff you practice. Take the kick-off, play a few up with the forwards and out to the backs. There she goes, Claire Richardson through the gap. And again, another wonderful offload here. And Stacey Lene over for the try.
Yeah, it's just all about patience really for this Black Ferns side. They've put the pressure on throughout the whole game so far, and finally it's just starting to open up for them. And with that kind of pace and skill, there's not much the international 15 can do right now.
The World 15 will be all the better for today's performance, looking ahead to the second test next weekend. Hannah Myers, 7 from 7 for the outstanding wing three-quarter and goal kicker today, Hannah Myers. And very fast and elusive as well. Erin Rush, the captain of Wellington, getting a start.
And of course the captain of the Black Ferns, Farah Palmer, she's off. She's had a fantastic game today, certainly led from the front as they say, and she's been replaced by Fia'u Fa'amasili.
Waka on the full. Familiar turn and backing into the defence. Jensen with a big ball out on the full.
As you can see, the organisation, the Black Ferns, if they're going to kick it to the same spot all day, they'll do the same thing all day. And you saw there Shirawaka taking the ball, setting up just like it happened from the try. Helen Vang actually giving Emma Jensen the call to nudge it down the sideline. Went out on the full, unfortunately for them.
Bussey with the throw. Black Ferns with the win. Jensen long for Richards. Now Shelford waiting for the runner to wrap around. Erin Rush. Now Richardson trying to get away from Sua in midfield. Comes back on the angle to run towards halfway, 5 metres short.
Let it go, White, let it go.
Now Jensen for Richards. Again trying to turn the World 15 around. And Non Evans, relatively quiet second half. Fia'ola from Australia. Coming away with it is Jensen in support. Now offloading for Shelford. Going to kick the ball dead.
Probably wanted to keep it in hand with that one. She had Medi Kingi on the outside, but you know, that pressure, Black Ferns are putting it back on again. And here it is here. It was a turnover ball, quick pop ball, and the halfback was just there to receive it. And of course, probably the wrong option there by Exia Shelford.
So Chalmers pushing the ball up the right-hand touch. Now the Black Ferns on counter-attack. That's Stacey Lene. Jensen. Non Evans on the full easily. Now the return. Walker doesn't take it cleanly. Evans gets it back. Pussy tidies up.
Feet down.
Now Sua turning the ball back on the inside for McIntosh. The Australian international has been solid today. Now Lavere, very elusive.
Balls up.
Now McIntosh carries the game. Thinks about a long ball for Carson. Gets the ball and Hannah Myers at the same time. Now Fia'ola, the Australian second five, tries to tidy up. Carson tries to go back before going forward. Cheryl Waka with the tackle.
That's all right. We're giving time.
Taken in by the World 15. And use it or lose it.
Won't come out.
Regina Sheck.
Big defence by the Black Ferns there, and they've forced the turnover into a scrum. A little bit earlier at the start of that phase of play again, the Black Ferns letting the ball bounce and it straight back into Non Evans' hands. They've got to be a little bit careful of that. They've got to take that ball on the full.
Good player, Carson, had a solid game today. Good defender. Not many opportunities with the ball. Very fast.
Go.
Jensen.
Stay off, Nine. Stay off it. Stay off it.
Richard standing still. Shelford been very good today. Shelford offloads in the tackle for Richards on the wraparound.
It's gone forward, White.
Behind Richardson, Jensen tidies up, hitting a very aggressive tackle.
No, it's gone forward. No advantage.
Well, it's pretty willing.
Sorry?
Yeah, pretty solid defence there by Narasua. Emma Jensen slipped into it. But Anna Richards, she's starting to run the ball a little bit now. Here she's a nice little wraparound into the space.
Go back.
So just a hand to that. And as Emma Jensen slipped, Narasua came straight in with the shoulder.
No. Listen. Hold. Stand up. I need you steady before I'm calling you in. And hold. Engage. Hold there. White. Hold white.
We're playing across the field.
The World 15.
Down. No problem.
Trying to screw the scrum around. Muli Tola trying to pinch some metres down the short side. Jensen, Richards, Shelford, Richards on the wraparound. Richardson can't take it now. Myers tries to gets away from Sua. Fiola with the tackle. Anna Richards with a little chip in behind. And so there it is, full time here in the first of this two-match international test series between the world champion New Zealand Black Ferns and the World 15 in a very entertaining game of football. One-sided, as the score would indicate, 37 points to 0 for the Black Ferns. A number of outstanding performers today in the New Zealand Black Ferns team, scoring 4 tries to 0, and Hannah Myers, what an outstanding contribution from her, 7 from 7, and one of those conversions, she was under a great deal of pressure, but in the end the New Zealand Black Ferns just showing the value of a little better cohesion, a little bit better organisation, and then in the end they were able to score the tries on the back end of some very, very good sequences. The captain of the New Zealand Black Ferns, of course, is the outstanding Farah Palmer.
That's right. Well, it was a good win, but probably a win that required patience in the end.
Yeah, I think when we came out we were told just to be patient, and I think everyone was pretty nervous out there. So yeah, 37-0 was a very good win in the end.
And what about your game plan? What did you want to do?
Well, basically we just wanted to make sure that everyone got a chance to ease into the game. We were going to basically go the same way and then rumble it up with the forwards, and I think we managed to do that more in the second half than in the first half.
And great to see new faces. It's kind of like a new era for the Black Ferns, really.
Yeah, we've got 6 new caps and 2 that have come back after having a bit of a break from the Black Ferns, and it's really refreshing to have those new faces as well as the experienced players in there as well.
And of course now you've got the next game to look forward for next weekend.
Yeah, and there's a few things for us to work on, but I think we've got the nerves out of the road now, and we'll be a lot more confident going into the second game.
Okay, well now I've got the captain of the International 15, Gillian Burns. She's a bit of a legend in women's rugby. Now, not much time for you guys to prepare?
Not really. We've had a few good days though, and it's been a pleasure to work with international players, who are sort of famous from around the world. It's been good fun, but as I say, we've got plenty to work on before next week's game.
One area where you really had the wood on the Black Ferns was the scrum.
Yeah, well, we've worked on it reasonably this week, and we've got plenty of work to get on. We weren't happy with the way things went at all, but as I say, we've got a full week to work together, and we hope that we can provide a better test for them next week. I mean, they're an awesome team and always have been, and probably always will be. And we knew that although they'd had a little break, they were going to be a strength to be reckoned with, and they certainly were, and they showed us how to play today.
And at the second half, you came out and a hugely improved performance, heaps more ball for your side. What did the coach say at half-time to spur you on?
Well, he just sort of gave us confidence. I mean, we did panic a little bit in the first half. We were a little bit like headless chickens at times. We just had to establish control, win a bit of ball, and when we've got ball, we've certainly got players who can use it. So, we've got a lot to build on for next week, and I'm optimistic that we can improve.
Well, good luck, and great to have you in New Zealand.
Thank you very much.
Isn't it wonderfully refreshing to hear such intelligent and articulate representations from the respective captains, Gillian Burns and of course Farah Palmer.
There we go with the statistics there. The Black Ferns really started to take control of the territory in the second half, and to the World 15's credit, they tried to run a lot of the ball out, keep the ball in hand. Possession, Black Ferns had a lot of it there, 63%, and that was also reflected in the amount of rucks and mauls they were able to put together. Those penalties seemed to even up towards the end there. 11 penalties to the Black Ferns and 10 to the World 15. Final score 37-0.